What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Got a special client interview today with my guy, Dawy. Dawy's been in the program a few months, and he was nice enough to jump on here and talk about his experiences in the program. But Dawy, won't steal your thunder. Why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself, and we can go from there.
Yeah, what's up, guys? My name's Dawy. I played Division One level, played a little bit of pro ball. After playing, got into coaching and wanted to just provide the most value to my athletes. Been doing a lot of in-person lessons for the past couple of years, and hopped on the program just to hopefully take that to the next level.
Sweet, sweet, bro. Well, first of all, thank you for jumping on. Why don't we look back at kind of where you were at before you jumped into the program, right? Like what specifically were you doing in the day to day? Like what did your coaching look like? Stuff like that.
Yeah, so before I hopped on the program, I was doing, private lessons here and there, just, the regular stuff, just, 1 hour of hitting, 1 hour of fielding, pitching, whatever the lesson was about. Was able to get some of my clients some results. Athletes gave me great feedback, but it just wasn't enough, because a couple of days later, they'll it's like they forgot everything that we worked on. So um, got on the program with the hopes of taking that to the next level, and that's what ended up happening.
Nice. Well, sweet. Let's rewind back to like when you first joined the program, right? Like what did you identify? Like when you first joined, were you like, okay, like these are the things I need to improve on in order to like actually like see results?
Yeah. So for sure, man, I think what the program did for me was um, just gave me like a plan, right? So like I was able to lock in on exactly like what athletes I wanted to work with. I obviously I learned multiple things from creating an offer, creating a package, how to, schedule calls, get on the calls and what to do, how to go about that so that I can close the deal. Those are all things that I picked up on that, I had no idea before joining the program. So for me, it was like, I know I want to do this. I know I want to take this to the next level. I just had no clue. So I think that was one of the biggest things, just, having a clear like plan. Okay, step by step, this is what you got to do. And then just obviously taking the time to execute, right? Because it's not just going to happen. But just knowing, what to do, the rest is on you. You got to make it work.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I think dude, I think you did a tremendous job of just taking the information that we provide and the instructions that we gave you like within the program and you kind of just ran with it, dude. Maybe talk about like your actual experiences within the program, like going through the modules and stuff like that. Like what was that like for somebody maybe that has no idea who we are, what we do?
Yeah. So, I mean, let's just, let me throw out there, like I have a full-time job. So one thing I really liked about the program is that it was at my own pace, right? Like it wasn't like I missed something, and that's it. I can't ever see that information. I was able to go back a lot of the calls. It interfered with my schedule, but I was still able to, see the recording and, catch up on that. So there was no excuse for me not to see that, not to, I had access to it. So, that was the main thing. Just being able to like, catch up with all that and stay on top of everything. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I know you mentioned how you had learned how to like create an offer and like sell a package. What were you selling your package for? Like I know you said you actually just signed up a client yesterday before we started the interview. What are you selling your packages for right now?
I'm selling it for 1,800. So for
Okay.
3 month program, dude, I like did some numbers and I was like, I gotta make sure I make at least this amount. So it's a high price, but athletes are getting results. Getting great feedback from both the athletes and the parents. Um, And there's personalized strength and conditioning that goes into it, personalized drill package, video analysis, lesson recap. So, it's a lot of value that, we're seeing each other once a week for the high risk clients. And there's 6 other days in the week that they have, you know, things to do, right, to get better every single day. So that was one thing, like immediately joining the program, I was like, okay, yeah, there are 6 other days. Um, Let me go ahead and create a package and offer that. It's going to be pretty hard to say no.
Yeah, 100%. Because I know like something that a lot of people I think like believe is that people aren't going to say yes to an $1,800 package, right? What would you say to somebody like that?
I mean, like you got to value your time, right? And then when you actually, it's $1,800 for 3 months, but when you break it down and like there were, after our first time, after the first call I hopped on, I reached out to you and I said, dude, like, this is what it's looking like. And you were like, you know what? That's great. How about you go ahead and put like how much, break it down even more for them because they want to see that. Parents want to see that. They want to see what they're paying for and what the value is. So I literally, to everything that I was offering, I put a value, a dollar value next to it. And like after I added all of that, put the total down, and then I was like, okay, well, this is what I'm charging. So like it made that 1,800 look like, oh shoot, okay, here. You know what I mean? So like it's what you're offering and kind of like it's just provide value, like let them know that you're going to make a change in their sons or career. And it's pretty hard to say no to that. And then on top of that, when you go ahead and do a great job and you get the results and you get the great feedback and those athletes want to continue to work with you, it's like, all right, maybe I should have went higher. But man, like, I'm just starting out, right? Like it's been a couple months. It's been great, but I'm just starting out. So essentially it's only the beginning for me.
Yeah, 100%, dude. But I think to be 90 days into like your online training journey and having people pay you $1,800 for a package, that's pretty good, dude. People work their entire life to never do that,
Yeah.
you know? So I think it's just a testament to the fact that like you've really taken what, we've taught and learned how to deliver more value to your athletes. And that's what allows you to charge more money.
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess I know we were talking about this a little bit before we jumped on here, but I know there was like a little bit of maybe like hesitation before you joined in, right? Like what were maybe some of the hesitations that you had, before you ended up hopping in the program?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know if that's how everyone is, but like before I, either make an investment or like take a step, like I really want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that like I'm confident in what I'm doing. I know that this is what I wanted to do. That I knew. Um, who I wanted to do it with, no clue, right? So like I'm researching, I'm looking, I'm seeing a lot of people that are telling me this, telling me that. Came across your channel and I'm like, oh, okay, like this is exactly, you know what I mean? It's exactly what I want to do. I think it was like a couple days. It wasn't too long, honestly, for me to be like, okay, this guy, like, he knows what he's talking about. But like, you know what I mean? Like, so we hop on a call. Um, we go through the program, like kind of like what it entails, and it's like, yo, like I'm ready. Like I was even before the call, I was like, I already know I'm gonna do this. So like, let's see. And then, dude, best thing I ever did, right? Because within 2 months, I had already made my investment back, which was like, like I said, you make an investment in hopes of making it back someday, right? Like sooner the better. I was able to make that back quickly. And then fast forward now to 90 days, I've more than doubled that investment. So it's like, what I mean? Like looking at it right now, it's like, yo, best thing I ever did, no brainer.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. What What do you think allowed you to have success in the program? Like, what do you think are the things that you did that really made the biggest impact?
Yeah, well, like I said, working a full-time job, right? Like I had to put time aside. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was I was busy, man. I was busy. But when you take a step forward and you get good progress and good feedback, it's like, ooh, okay, like this is why I'm doing it. I think what allowed me to like have success in the program was the community, right? The community in the program, all the coaches. Um, Obviously, like I could reach out to you, but even before I did that, I would just, search up whatever question I had or like just some keywords, look it up in the community, and someone had already asked it. So it's like I don't even have to ask. It's right here. I learn from it, I make the adjustments, and I implement it. Um, Again, just calls being recorded was huge because I can always go back on that. And yeah, man, just the community, definitely the community. That was huge.
Fire. That's
Yeah.
so. Um, Looking back at it, who would you say that this program is for? Like, who would you say that, you run across them in the street and you're like, yo, bro, like you have to do this program. Like, if you don't do this program, you're an idiot. Like, who is that?
Dude, looking back at it, like where I am right now, just anyone that, had played baseball, right, at a high level that knows the game, that has a passion for, teaching the game, knows what they're talking about, and is looking, for me, uh, you know, in the future, I want to be doing this full time. I want to be able to, leave my current job, even though I have a great job. You know what I mean? I want to be able to leave that and focus on this full time. But just for someone that's looking to, teach the game, make an extra income because, like that was huge for me, right? Like having an extra income. Yeah, that's, what I mean, someone that's passionate about it and honestly, you just want to get your business going, right? Like you want to be more productive and have more room for yourself. Don't hesitate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who, on the flip side of that, who would you say this program isn't for? Like, who should stay away?
If you're lazy, listen, if you're lazy, if you're not like super committed, it's not easy. It's not easy. You know what I mean? I can tell you exactly what to do. You have to do it. And you might do it and like say like it's not going how you want it. Try to find a different way to get it done. So you really have to be proactive. You have to be dedicated to you gotta want it, right? It sounds cliche, but like you really gotta want it. You gotta be willing to put the work in. Especially like if you don't have the entire day to dedicate to this program, say you have something else going on, you gotta take time, a couple hours a day, an hour or two, just to like, okay, like how can I like let me learn more, right? Let me go through these modules. You definitely gotta be on top of it, right? Like as soon as you like sit back and then that's when things don't go your way and it's like damn, I've been on this for a couple weeks and like nothing, you know what I mean? Well, that's on you. It's there, you know what I mean? I guess like if you're not someone that's willing to put the work in, don't waste your money, don't waste your time.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Because one of the main things I want to push out there to people is like, like this is not that easy. Like it's not super easy. Like it takes work. It takes work.
I'll tell
But
you what though, when you get it, like when you get like that first sale, like you know what I mean, that first athlete, and then the second one, like it's worth it, but you do gotta put in the work.
yeah, 100%. What what would you say to maybe somebody who's like watching this and like, oh, I'm gonna try and do this on my own? Like similar position that you were in. Like, what would you say to somebody like that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that like I was in that same position, looking at your YouTube videos and I was like, oh, I could probably figure this out. But once I joined the program, I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way because, say like I get one or two things, like there's so much more that goes into it. Um, and like there's so much information, with the community, you in the modules, um, just little things that like, I got this response from a parent. Well, here's how you should answer. Or like, um, I'm trying to do this. Well, here's how. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just super helpful. A lot of things that like I didn't even think about. Like I said, I didn't know how to create like an offer, um, and a package that like parents would be like, my kid has to be on this. Why hasn't he been doing this all along? You know what I mean? So um, that's definitely one thing for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I love how, you got into the program and you were almost like, oh shit, like this is way more than I thought it was gonna be. Like there's way more to this,
Hmm.
and I kind of I like how you appreciate that, and
Yeah,
I
for
think that's
sure.
why you were able to have success.
Yeah, I mean, especially like starting from nothing, right? Like I'm just now like, have the athletes to like start, creating content and getting on social media. So like I knew that like there would, and then especially once I made the investment, I was like, there's no way I'm not gonna get this right. You know what I mean? Like there's no way I'm not gonna learn this as much as I possibly can. Because there's still a lot to learn, you know what I mean? But what I did learn, what I have learned, is stuff that I can use forever, you know what I mean? Forever for as long as I do this.
Yeah. No, I love that, dude. I love that perspective because I think some people kind of get messed up where like they invest in a program and they think that the program is going to solve all their problems for them, you
Nah.
know? But you look at it as like I'm going to learn this information, I'm going to learn these skills, and I know that over my lifetime it's going to pay me back
Oh, for
tremendously.
sure. Or within the first 2 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. What are your plans moving forward right now?
Definitely want to get on social media. Had a call with Matt earlier today. Get on social media, start ripping content, right? Like everything that I'm doing in person, and just get more exposure, right? Because it's going to get to the point where hopefully, um, I won't be able to have like in-person clients. So I'll have to get out there and really uh, reap the benefits of the program just going remote. So that's
Yeah,
uh that's what's next for me, man. And I know it's not an easy road, but like I'm excited. I'm excited to learn, to start. I've already started the whole editing videos and recording them and
yeah,
playing around with that. So, but I know there's a lot more to that than just recording and having it ready.
100%. How was that call with Matt, by the way? What'd you think?
Yo, he's good. Like he's when it comes to content, man, like I haven't had much conversations with him, but like I've seen, the recordings of his Wednesday calls and the content calls and hopped on one today with him and it was like, okay, like he just gave me a path. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had a bunch of ideas and he was like, okay, well, this, and this. And then we'll talk again. It's like I'm like, all right, cool. So it's like it's cool, man. Like it's a little challenge. Like I like the challenge. You know, it ain't easy. It ain't easy how we talked about, but just sticking to it. And hopefully get great results.
Yeah. No, I think it's awesome, dude. And I just love your perspective on it. I love your perspective on like how you really see this as like an investment in yourself, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I just want to thank you, bro, for like doing what we say. And I know you're busy and you could have had every excuse under the sun to, oh, put it off to a later time or it's not the right time or, oh, I don't know, like it's expensive. But
Mhm.
you took a bet on yourself, bro. And I think it takes balls. So I appreciate
Yeah. No, thank you, man. Thank you for real. For real, man. You know what I mean? Like, um, man, I'm able, the feedback that I'm getting from these athletes and the parents, the extra income, like all of that, it's motivating. You know what I mean? It's more like what. why stop now? You know what I mean? So that's definitely, as busy as everything gets, like I know that this is what I want and I'm gonna do everything to work towards it, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Um, is there anything else that you would want to say to maybe somebody that's watching out there who's on the fence, or they're going through all my YouTube just like you did, and they're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yo, that's real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't blame anybody for thinking like that. You know, that's just how it is, especially like when you have to make an investment in yourself. But like, like the sooner the better. The sooner the better, you know what I mean? Like if you're ready to really take it to the next level and learn, right? Like don't wait because, you're just I don't know, you're just wasting time, I feel like.
Yeah, 100%, dude. No, I appreciate you saying that, dude. And I think this as well as anybody else. Like the world is going to reward people that take action quickly,
hmm
and that's something that you did. So I appreciate that. Is um is there anything else you would want to say about just like the program or anything in general?
Um, it, I like how I said it earlier, but the community, right? Like so many coaches in there and everyone has a question. I like how, you get a win, you post it, it could be a small or big, whatever it is, like, and that's also motivating. Like, oh, he just did this. This is what he's been doing. He's been grinding. Like, I gotta get on it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm sure like when I post on there, like I'm sure someone says the same thing, especially those that join new. So the community is super, super helpful. You know, every question that you possibly may have is probably in there. So just do the work.
Uh, I appreciate you, dude. If somebody's watching right now, where can they find you at?
I haven't started the Instagram yet, but I will. I will soon. So you're gonna have to like link it to this YouTube video or something. But yeah, Dawy LeBron, man, Dawy LeBron, the LeBron of baseball.
That's awesome, bro. And I think the best part about all this is like you've been able to get a ton of value out of the program and have a lot of success strictly by doing hybrid training.
Yeah, yeah. So like that just goes to like to show, you know what I mean? Like getting these guys results and great feedback. So like it's been a lot of word of mouth and just yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to get online now.
Yeah, it's time to turn up the heat, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Well, dude, I appreciate you jumping on, man, seriously, and for doing this and like just your hard work and dedication and like I know it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's not easy. It's not meant to be. If it was easy, then it probably wouldn't be expensive. So
Yeah. Yeah.
so dude, I appreciate you watching this. We'll wrap up here. If you're a coach and you're watching this and you want to learn how you can do hybrid online training, change your entire coaching business, make more money, get better results with your athletes, booking a call with us down below, and we'll see you on the call. But Dawi, I appreciate you jumping on, man. Thank you so much.
Of course, bro. Thank you.
Absolutely, bro. All right, man. We'll catch you next time.
Uh,